Hi there, Jonathan back once again. We're now at day 282 on this 365-day challenge to get to 240k. So today I'm going to talk about a new upsell that I've put into the funnel, why I've put in there, what results we're getting, and how things are progressing. So here we are, Tuesday 9th of June, and it's been about 7 days since the last video. So quick look at the numbers overall in the last, the last 7 days, the 2nd to the 8th of June, we've done just over $4,000 in sales, and ad spend wise in that same period, the 2nd to the 8th of June, an ad spend of £1,761 sterling. So which works out at about 2,358, which means we made a profit, I think, of $1,743 in the last week, which is not bad, bearing in mind some changes I've made. So let me tell you what I've done. Okay, so my previous funnel was very much based around an upsell that we previously ran a split test on. So we know the front end offer is the package, the 42 riffs, and then I had this upsell, and I've always been battling, if you've seen any of the videos, been battling with trying to get a good upsell, because there isn't an upsell I've got that's completely congruent with the main offer. So it's a little bit tricky to try and find an offer that really makes sense. And the thing is, I've got a whole number of guitar courses that teach slightly different things to different levels of people. So you don't necessarily, the only really thing I can offer people at this stage is basically, you bought this riffs as a course, here's a load more courses that I've got as well, and offer it at a really good price. Now, previously that's been okay, but the downside of that is the fact that if they don't take that offer, then basically I've offered the entire thing. So it's sort of a little bit difficult, slightly shot myself in the foot in terms of the fact that it's difficult to then go back and represent that offer. Now, obviously, I can break the offer down and use email marketing to sell it one course at a time. And I've sort of done that before. But people do tend to run out of momentum. You know, it comes back to there is a relatively short window of time when your audience are actually engaged in the offer. You want them to consume it. You want them to get started, get stuck in, see some results. So then they want more from you. So a little bit of the downside of me offering all the courses is the fact that, I say, it's a bit of a one-hit approach on it. And the other side is that when I give people access to all the courses, basically they've got 19 guitar courses, which is a hell of a lot and can lead to overwhelm. So it's not the ideal situation. I've been battling around what to do with it. So what I've tested doing is literally test one aspect and a few courses together. So what I've actually got is I have some 30-day challenges, which actually can be quite a good thing to sit next to the riffs, because the riffs course is very much a case of pick it up, put it down, little short lessons, little bursts of motivation, whereas the challenges are really far more structured, have a fixed time frame and a fixed goal. So it's a slightly different positioning on it, and so this is the way I've approached it. Really is talking about from a point of view, the riffs build the muscle, this builds the musician. So it's really about applying yourself consistently over a 30-day time period and trying that as a proposition. So the opening line is, here's one thing that'll move your playing forward faster than anything else, and it isn't another riff. So it just trying to get that open intrigue straight away, get people interested in the story. So here's the I have got the whole sales page here. It says here, the riffs are the pieces, playing is the picture. It's trying to get the idea that actually, it is all about deliberate practice, but it's about having also a clear pathway to follow. So this is it. I put together 4 of these 30-day challenges, and here are each of them. So, and when you can get them, you can choose one challenge, you can choose multiple challenges, but it gives you real structure and a motivation and a clear step-by-step plan. And then I've got some testimonials, and basically it's the offer. It's 4 30-day challenges for $30. So different to like the $97 price point, but it's a more specific offer. So the message is clearer, or I think it's clearer. And although the amount is only $30, so in terms of whether it's going to increase the average order value, it may not do that, because obviously I'd need a far higher conversion rate. My $97 offer was converting at around 10%, 9-10%. So this would actually have to convert it more like about 30% to generate exactly the same amount of revenue. But it's not likely to do that on an upsell. Probably 15% would be a good result. But the good thing is the fact that, it's one specific clear offer. So if they don't take that, which most people won't, I get an opportunity to present a slightly different offer, looking at maybe 1 or 2 different courses. So that's going to be my plan. It's literally more about getting the feel for where certain people are, because certain people will respond to the idea of a 30-day challenge. Maybe another group of people will respond to additional courses in a slightly different feel. But by trying to group them together, I'm trying to put a simpler story behind it and give them something that hopefully they won't feel overwhelmed by, but excited to go and try. So that's what I'm testing right now. The initial results are, it's converting at a, let me see if I've got the stats here. Yes, it's converting at a very similar level. So here it is at about 10% conversion as an upsell. Which means 90% of people turned it down. But now what I need a good offer for those 90% of people who turned it down, to see if I can get a different offer, and maybe another 10% of them would go for that. And those, the upsell, downsell, cross-sell, whatever you're talking about, these are all compounding and building up your average order value. And if we have a look, where was this? That was at sort of end of June. The average order value is about $49. I think it's lower now at the moment. Let's have a look at the Wednesday to Tuesday. That's about a week, isn't it? Let's see if it'll load it. Oh, it's at 52. So that's actually it's very good. Ideally, if I could push it even higher still, and maybe with this downsell offer, maybe I can. You see, although there was only an 8% conversion there was a higher percent conversion on a second offer. So what I'm going to do is next thing. Now I've got my front end offer of my riffs. I'm happy with the 30-day challenges as a first upsell. I'm now going to look at a second one, which is a slightly different offer, to see if we can then increase this more around $55 or even $60. If you're getting average order value of $60, gives you a lot more buying power in terms of your ads and your return on investment from your offer, which means basically you can scale up your ad spend and scale up your profits. So right now, my bigger picture of things, my monthly rolling sales is about 15,500. I know I need to get it up to about 20,000 to make sure I'm going to hit my target for my 240k for the year. So I need to get this next offer up there as soon as I can, so we can start getting the average order value and so I can start to increase the ad spend behind it. So I hope all that sort of makes sense. I guess if you've seen more of the other videos, it definitely will. But overall, so far, the ad side is reasonably stable, which is good. So if I can sort out this offer side, get this other offer in position, get that average order value up, we'll should be in a position then to push the ads a little bit harder and see if we can increase these sales and increase the profits along with it. Okay, so that's all for today, and I'll catch you again really soon. Bye for now.